Enrolling in the Academy is really simple. You'll just go to our website, wblinc.org/academy. And when you get here, you'll see our main page and you can click enroll and it'll take you to this form where you're just going to fill this out. It'll take you about 5 minutes. Once you submit this, you're enrolled in the Academy and you'll receive an email from me so you can pick the classes you'd like to take and join our Academy family. So we're an after-school program rooted in hip-hop. So we have a bunch of classes that you may find interesting. You can go right to our website and go to our classes tab and you'll see some of them, from performing arts like hip-hop theater, spoken word, hip-hop dance, some of our business classes that are like a boss and walk it like I talk it, which would be more arts management and entrepreneur based. And then we also have things like our music classes, emceeing and rapping and beat production and DJing. You can go to wblinc.org/academy to enroll.
Peace. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Yo, this is mad. Technical difficulties are in the building, but we're gonna make it do what it do. My name is Patrick Washington. I am the director of poetry for Words, Beats, and Life. I'm being told you can hear me, but I can't hear anybody else. But we're gonna make this thing work. I am very happy to introduce to you some of the most talented young spoken word artists and wordsmiths around. They've been, some of them are friends and family of WBL. Some are new faces. I'm excited to hear what they have. And yeah. We are here to celebrate the voices of the future. So, I'm gonna introduce everyone to Slamtastic. This is going to be the track for to become a member of the 2022 DMV Youth Poetry Slam team. So definitely put on your seatbelts because you're going to hear poems of love. You're going to hear poems about peace, pleas for equality. You may hear some fire and vengeance, who knows, but I know it's going to be exciting, and I'm very excited to check out the talent. This evening, we have young Liam is going to be rocking with us this evening. Also, we have Natalia is going to be getting down. We're going to hear from the one and only Jojo. Yes, there they go. Who else do we have? I believe we have Moygan. Is Moygan here? And we're going to hear from, a face I have not seen in a long time, Arianna Joy, the pianist. Great to see you. So I'm very happy to check y'all out. And how's your week been? Let's start there. Liam, give me a attitude check. An attitude check. Just let me know how you feeling today.
Attitude's been strong. I've been excited to perform tonight, so I'm pretty much ramping up for that last few days. Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, all right, that's what's up. Jojo, what is up?
My week was pretty productive. All I did was plan for college, but I'm pretty dope for night. Thank you for having me.
Love. Joy, one of my favorite names in the world. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, my week was pretty decent. Still making it through senior year school, but other than that, I feel pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Much love. And looking very regal up top is Natalia. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Senior year, just trying to make sure I don't get too overwhelmed, but I've been very excited about tonight.
Word, word. I see you slapped on the good earrings. I see you over there. Nice. um, look, we're gonna get down. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much, but matter of fact, I'm gonna introduce the judges. And I'm gonna give you their bios later. But for right now, I just want to just shout them out. We got WBL fam. A Tony is in the building, as well as the one and only Crayola DMV hip hop royalty is going to be assisting in the judging, and then we have a special anonymous judge who's going. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but you'll be surprised later. All right, but much love to our judges, and yeah. If all hearts and minds are clear, I want to just lay out what we're going to do. So it's in a poetry slam, basically, essentially, the poet will have up to 3 minutes to deliver a poem, an original piece of their making, and then they are going to try to make the room feel, the essence of the piece. You could smile, you could laugh, you might end up in tears, but it's going to be honest expression from the heart, and then from there, our judges are going to have to do the unthinkable and apply a numerical score, Olympic style, to the piece. The highest score, a perfect score of 30, is possible. And the highest scoring poet will be the winner of the evening, and they will win $100. All right. So I think we are about to kick this off. But you know what? We're going to make this fair. Let me get everybody back on screen again, and we're going to draw numbers, and that's way everyone can see that we're doing this fairly. All right. I have a number between 1 and 100. Wait a minute. You know what? On second thought, I want everybody to pick a number between 1 and 100 and put it in the chat for me. Put it in the chat. I just realized I have audio issues, so I can't. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. All right. The number was 66. So in this order, we're going to have Arianna Joy first. Next is going to be Jojo. No. Arianna Joy's first. Yeah, I'm sorry. Next is Jojo. Third is Natalia. And last will be Liam. Okay? Arianna, Joy, Jojo, Natalia, then Liam is going to clean up. Y'all ready for that? Get your pieces ready, because we about to begin. And opening up for us is going to be Arianna Joy. Take it away.
Okay. Hope this one isn't too short. This one is called Rose. You came to me looking like a fallen flower, your expression wilted as if you were waiting for your next rain shower. I asked you why a red rose as beautiful as you was so down and so blue. You said that you were upset that the summer had left and that the autumn chill would lead to your death. I said, don't worry, the sun will come out and clear your gray skies. No need for any more tears to come from your eyes. I said, only the most beautiful rose grows from pain to live through the heat, snow, sunshine, or rain. Can I do another piece?
Yes, joy, bringing the heat, intense expression off the top. So tell me. Well, you know what? I'm not going to get into questions yet. We'll do that later. I want to find out what makes you tick and what made you come up with that. But we'll get back to that a little bit later. Judges, the job is cut out for you. So go ahead and assign that poem a score, 1 through 10. All right. Next up, she's an entrepreneur. She's an artist, a vocalist, and a dope poet. Let's hear from Jojo.
Hey everyone. So, in honor of Black History Month.
Wait, I can't hear you too well.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can't hear me.
Are you ready? Are you ready to jump in?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You are?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You can be heard.
Okay. All right. In honor of Black History Month, this is a poem written in male perspective, and it is titled, I am innocent. I can't move. The sounds of people around me murmuring him to stop, he wouldn't. Blood soon rushed into my mouth from how hard he slammed my face to the ground, and his knee in my backbones crushing me. As tears start to pour in, blurring the blue and red flashing lights, I had been accused of a crime I wouldn't commit. The only thought in my mind was, why wouldn't the lady admit that what they thought I'd attempt was false? An accusation of profiling my color, the mindset that because of what I look like, I automatically take the smile for something so small. Your sin is enough to beat me almost half to death. Please don't kill me. Why wouldn't anyone help me? Was it because of the bag of cared or the way I was dressed? I wasn't sure, but all I know was my intention was to pick up the phone and tell my friend I was on my way. But that wasn't the case anymore. I was no longer capable of moving, walking, or talking. The pain was so unbearable, I tried to move my body, but it seems as if the more I tried to move, the more and more the pain got worse. Because of how I look, walk into a room and the lady to my left grabs her purse and pulls her child close, assuming that I'm up to no good. Another young Black man being taught a lesson that wasn't necessary to learn. What would have been the outcome if the officer didn't assume that I was another thug? But in fact, an innocent teenager now a victim of police brutality, profiling, and discrimination. Why is it that the color of my skin affects how I must be treated? Beaten, bruised, incarcerated, damaged, falsely accused, commit the same crime as the opposite race, yet he gets 2 years and I get life. He gets to go home, I see my coffin before it's my time. That bright, shiny light. But if the script was flipped and I was white, I would have gotten off. My voice wouldn't have been silenced, but an apology would have been granted. But I'm Black, so in my case, I have the right to remain silent. I just want to be equal. We all bleed the same. Why can't we get along? What could go so wrong? Cut my arms, my blood is red. White and Black, we're all the same. I just want to be equal. They're killing us, threatened by the color of our skin, what we do so wrong. Beat me down. Are you hearing me yet? Hear my mother's cry. She mourns her baby's death. Can you hear it? How many of us have to die before y'all get it? Am I next? Thank you.
All right, I think we're good. I fixed it, and thank you, Jojo. As always, you are a powerful voice, and I'm lucky to hear you each and every time you get on stage. So thank you for that. So judges, you got that one? That's number 2. That's poet number 2. I don't want to be y'all. I do not want to be y'all this evening. All right. So, third up, a firebrand has been making noise as of late, was a front runner and a great finalist for Youth Poet Laureate. And I can't wait to hear what's to come. Let's hear from Natalia.
Thank you for that introduction, Patrick. All right. I'm following along in the footsteps of the last poem. It's called Dear White People, a Letter About Your Privilege. Dear white people, if you just cringed because I'm using the color of your skin to define you and your kin, think about that. The next time you say black and brown or yellow and red, consider why you carefully enunciate American as if you've already colonized the whole continent. Consider why you carefully elaborate African American, Mexican American, Asian American, Native American, but leave yourself as white, because white is standard, and the rest of us need justification to be here because y'all are the right type of immigrant, not asylum seekers from broken countries. Dear white people, you were born into a privilege, innocent, because your record was created blank. While we are guilty from the start, you were born on top of a system that represses beautiful minds if they are black and brown or yellow and red. Only purebred for you, where black and brown are destined for prisons and early graves, but white is designed to go to college and Wall Street. And even if we do make it to the big wigs, it's as a minority token, you know, the kind from arcades for games that you trade from dollar bills to tickets, police stops giving us the tickets. Your war on terror and drugs didn't make the injustice system fair. And even after the insurrection, I think you know what I'm referring to, you still call a white supremacist a terrorist, as if that doesn't criminalize anyone but white people. Dear white people, no child left behind did not end zero tolerance, a policy which meant you don't tolerate me and my skin. Walking through metal gates to reach an education with your college quotas resulting in minority iotas, as if just one of us is enough. Affirmative action is not a pact against white privilege. It is a pact against oppression. Your privilege just happens to be the opposition. And it was never meant to be rioting. You just didn't get what was meant by the writing on the wall, or you ignored it when you said not all are equal and used us like sheep and cattle. My people are free as long as it means they're cheap. Slap a label on everything and a price tag. Don't matter. You already steal everything. Dear white people, stop telling me all lives matter. I know all lives matter, but police ain't killing all people, because death is not an equal opportunity or one size fits all, because a boy walking with dark skin is just a moving target, and still you say all lives. And now you add blue lives, as if you are born blue or bleed blue, ignoring the choice and the fact that we are dying black and brown, yellow and red, bleeding a terrible rainbow of history. Dear white people, you might be like, wait, I'm not racist, but only in George Floyd's case is a cop reprimanded and you still think that's justice? But dozens of victims without accountability, and still the headlines you write read, tombs litter the streets. At least that's what you tell us. Because to you, the bodies were trashed to begin with. But they're memorials. Candles illuminating every spot a body dropped because of a gun and a cop. Remember, it's another life you didn't save, all to keep your system safe. Dear white people, if you just cringed because I'm using the color of your skin to define you and your kin. Think about that. The next time you say black and brown or yellow and red. Thank you. Define you and your kin.
More fire. Okay. All right. All right. So I am moved every time I hear you. That poem, I've read that poem before on paper, but it's definitely impressive to hear live. Thank you for that. Natalia, bringing it, definitely. All right, judges, that's number 3. That's number 3. So let's end this the right way with my homie, Mr. Liam, Liam. What's up, fam?
Yeah. All right. What I want is to be a rapper, and I'm frankly terrified it'll never happen. What does it mean to be a rapper? My hand was put a pen to the pad, but I don't feel like one. Do I wait to grow tree height once? I achieve flight, will I feel right when my feet lighten up? I don't rewrite much, more for class than about it, so I can't lead fight in confidence, but I'll pass them all out if you need help with those little red books. Our brittle heads look just the same with a bullet in them. Bezos isn't different, Buffett isn't different, Musk isn't different, Bezos isn't different, Buffett isn't different. Get it? I tally bands like a mujahideen fighter, and they're all from Uncle Sam to keep the side of me tighter. I keep mahogany lighters up in the closet. Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask. Sell mahogany lighters about the closet. We might as well turn a prophet to a poet, to a martyr, to a monster, to a barterer in totems or in forums if we're honest. Carter, her, and Hova. Who's the POTUS of the bosses? Take the onus of the losses, long as they're not corporate. Saucing these quality cut corpses, ronin up in Gaza, admonish the core fortress unless you want to see the 4 horses. Shouts to up in DC, don't rock with the Obamas, throw tantrums at the flames, those phantom, the opera, FBI, I'll just post ransom. Nothing man's in the white mask won't handle. So blow candles and eat their cake out the oven while the stove up above him heats hands up. At least you got to sip out the decanter. They can't touch. Well, now you see that they still haven't given you glasses, huh? That's funny. That's it.
Yo. All right. Oh, feeling that. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So there we go. And that's it. Bringing up the rear. We got another one. I was thinking, I knew there was something missing. Somebody was missing and they just showed up. That's right. Straight bars. You know what I'm saying? Fam needs to be locked up. Absolutely. All right. So we got Liam. Liam scores are in. Now, the final poet of the evening. And this is one who I've never met, so I'm excited to hear what they have. Young Moygan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Moygan, you there? Okay. Moygan is asking for some time. You know, time is what we don't have. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll take a moment to introduce one of our judges and give them a shout out. My fam, Crayola. Let me just read a little bit and just share what I know. That which ears can see but will never know, and to where the mind can travel, the body can never go. These words stand as the mantra of my man Crayola. He's a DC native hip-hop artist who takes the craft to higher levels through visual sound, brought to life using beatboxing, beat making, freestyling, songwriting, DJing, and ultra energetic performances. The brother is fire. With decades in the game, decades. Crayola conjures a true to art form from the 88 era of original pioneers in the spirits of every open mic hell spawned to preserve the art and science of what we call hip hop. Crayola's latest music installment, Calculated Moves. It drops next Tuesday. Calculated Moves next Tuesday. It is an album that inspires collaborations with it captures collaborations with other great artists that he has encountered on a continuous music journey through sound, and underscores the need to think as well, act outside of the box. So please, yo, man, support and thanks. Many thanks to my fam, Crayola, for joining and taking in some of this wonderful artistry. So, Moygan, where are you? Are you there? I'm gonna give Moygan, there we go.
Could you hear me?
Morgan.
Can
There
you
you
hear
are.
me?
Yes, I hear you. How you doing, fam?
I'm all right.
Okay. I'm very happy to finally catch up with you.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell me, where do you hail from?
I'm Laurel, Maryland.
Laurel, okay. All right, so you live in the county. What do you go to school with Kinashe?
No, I'm homeschooled.
Okay. Well, definitely. Hey, I'm excited to hear what you have. You ready for us?
Yeah. So I have Under the Blood Moon and Lost in My Mind, looking for the soul they use as an object. I don't know why I am this way, but I learned to question other things. Wondering why she ran off or why she yelled so loud. I want to know why she said such things. Why does she hate me? I want to be different, but different seems the same. Why is life so hard? Why am I here? No, stop overthinking, I wonder. So that's what I have that's one of the poems I have.
Nice. I appreciate that. Let me bring everybody back real quick. Let me bring everybody back up for a moment while we get some deliberations going on. I'm about to introduce and kind of interview everyone a little bit. So this is question time. Liam, you are an MC as well as a poet. Is there a difference, and how do you differentiate between your stage, persona, the way you rock? Is there a difference?
I don't personally find a difference between the two. Like what I perform tonight, I also kind of plan on putting over an instrumental at some point and creating a full song out of that. I think that the two art forms are definitely interlinked. Like I think that it's absolutely true that like all emceeing is poetry. I don't know if all poetry is necessarily emceeing. I think that's up for the individual poet to determine for themselves, just the way that they want to deliver things. Like there are definitely specific conventions that like emceeing falls into that maybe, poetry has like a lot of other sort of options that people choose as methods of delivery. But I think that absolutely all emceeing is poetry. So I think, at least for me, there's really no difference.
Okay. All right. I agree. As a poem MC, I wholeheartedly agree. Joy, question for you. Is there anything poetically, or rather, topically, that's off limits for you to write a poem about? Anything off limits for you personally?
Okay. There honestly, there really isn't anything like I'd say that is off limits that I won't write about. Like honestly, if I feel like it is a touchy subject, I will still write about it, but I might not perform it, or I just might not, let the whole world see everything that goes in my head. But usually I'm pretty open, and I will perform like anything, like whatever's on my mind. So.
Okay, I get it. I mean, so I guess what you're saying is you'll write about anything, but you may not necessarily perform it. Right? Some things are just meant to be held close to the vest, perhaps. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah,
Writing,
like something is better left.
I get it. Writing for self is catharsis, right? It helps. I know it helps me. Whew. I'm doing that right now. Let me see. Natalia, you're in school, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you working with young people? You working with young people as like I think I'm pegging you right. You used to work or work with young poets, or kind of school them with creative writing. Is that a?
No, I did. I was part of a group. We were called the Youth Creator Network. It was a lot of like young people getting together and giving us like opportunities. And I mean, in a sense, it was kind of like opportunities to mentor in a way, like, hey, here's what I got, help me out with this. But yeah, there's a lot of youth we work with at school. A lot of different, like, not necessarily poetry work, but like equity work, where at my school we have a high schoolers equity group, but we're working on getting a middle school equity group too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew it was something along those lines, but I just wanted to definitely hear about your experiences. You are one of our more seasoned poets. I'm not gonna call you an OG yet, but I definitely I want to hear about your experiences, and because that's going to help somebody else, Absolutely. And speaking of which, Jojo. Now Jordan and I, we go way back, so she calls me. She got all kinds of nicknames and for me, so I'm gonna try not to take that personally. I'm still gonna give you your time, so feel free to call me names behind my back afterwards. But tell me, you are you've been a runner-up and a poetry ambassador several times, and as disappointing as that may have been, I want to hear about some of the lessons you've learned over the past couple of years, because you've always been this far. You've always been this far from becoming YPL, and despite that, I've seen you flourish and grow and do some incredible things and create some initiatives on your own. So I wanted to find out, what have you learned just over the past couple of years?
Well, from first competing in the YPL, I have learned that, over the years, I have definitely slowed down in my writing. I take my time more, if that makes sense. I've learned that it's okay to branch out in different topics. It's okay to try new things, or just going to different events and getting, some type of experience with different audiences. that's definitely a lesson that I've learned. It's, you know, just to branch out on your own and find new ways to be creative.
Okay. Okay. Now you've created several initiatives. Now that's one of the things I wanted to get at. You know, you are proactive enough to create programming on your own, you know, which is something that, you know, a lot of adults don't do. So I wanted to, you know, tell me about some of these programs and ideas that you have and how we can, you know, help or contact you.
Okay, well, first, I have a jewelry business. I started when quarantine started, actually. I use that as a way for, you know, to help with anxiety. It helps me cope with a lot of things. I'm actually starting to plan a support group for the ages 10 to 16. It's just, you know, a way to advocate, have them feel comfortable about talking about their emotions or anything that they go through. And I'm also planning an event that's fundraising for an organization called Merlin Cure, and they advocate for wrongly convicted. And with that event that is coming up, it will be in August. What we do is try to educate youth and anyone willing to listen about the different issues within the broken justice system, and try to create some way of a path for someone to understand what it feels like to be in their shoes, and also for them to be able to tell their stories as well. So those are just some of the things I do. In order to contact me, I am on Instagram at theofficial.jojo.nicole. And if you just contact me there, you know, I can pretty much help you with anything. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I want to hear about what else the rest of you are working on. Anybody else have some projects or events coming up? I know I do, but I'm going to wait for y'all. Anything coming?
Yeah, actually, so I am a student equity ambassador, and we are, as students, very disappointed with the way that our state legislation is going. So we are planning written statements and different actions that hopefully will lead to a plans demonstration in DC against these bans on talking about systemic racism, talking about identity affirming spaces and privilege. So yeah, a lot of it is just that, and I am, you know, working on a book too that hopefully will eventually be written, but, you know, is just kind of slowly coming together at this point.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. A book had better happen. Let me tell you that much. Absolutely. Anybody else got anything coming up that they want to mention? I'm surprised Liam didn't speak up right now.
I was about to turn the microphone on. Tomorrow, what's it, 3 p.m.? When do they log on? 3 p.m., same channel, right? Same stream. Youth Poet Laureate. We're gonna be presenting for all of these sort of I guess finalists for the Youth Poet Laureate competitions. So, you know, please come out for that. I might present some of the same stuff, but I'll definitely have something new as well. And there'll be a bunch of other, you know, incredible poets alongside me. So, you know, please show out for that. It's tomorrow at 3, the Youth Poet Laureate sort of finals. We'll just be having some fun and presenting our poems.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 3 p.m. It's going to be the naming of the YPLs for not only Arlington, Virginia, but Montgomery County, Maryland, and for Washington, D.C. All 3 YPLs will be named tomorrow. So it's definitely going to be a momentous occasion. You might even see me dress up. I don't know. How about Moygan or Arianna? Anything coming up you want to talk about?
No, nothing specific.
Nothing specific.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that you were homeschooled?
Yeah, homeschooled.
Okay, all right, definitely. Yeah, the writing is crisp, so I can appreciate. I appreciate the schooling. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I'm
No
sorry, Joe,
problem.
I cut you off.
There, there's something I wanted to say. So I almost this almost slipped my mind. Um, since I am like, like as I said, like still in high school, I'm like a senior. And I'm part of the NHS. We are doing this campaign working with the Lymphoma and Leukemia Society, Light the Night. And yeah, I should probably put like my link in the chat for like if anyone wants to like donate to the cause to help fund help with research and things like that. Which I think is really good. Something I'm really interested in. Yeah.
Dope. Well, I thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you anybody has anything they want to shout out, please, put that stuff in the chat. I mentioned Crayola. I definitely want to thank our other illustrious judge and WBL fam, A. Tony Jerome, Black autistic writer, editor, and student learning technical theater. 2016 Lambda Literary Young Adult Fiction Fellow, and 2020-2021 Afro-Urban Arts Lit from the Black Technical Theater Fellow. They are a former staff writer for Autostraddle. They've guest edited for Crooked Arrow Press, performed at Busboys and Poets, led accessibility coordination at LGBTQ events, and they are currently coaching and mentoring all of our outgoing youth poet laureates as they create their books for the 2022-2023 year. So thank you, A. Tony, for your energy and for your listening and your wonderful heart. I think that's about it. Let me just say that this is never the cool part, but hey, slams don't matter. Slams don't matter. The poetry matters. Anybody who's ever been to a slam, that's the refrain, and it is definitely echoed right here. So I just want to thank Moygan. Thank you for your energy. You scored a 21.6. I want to thank Arianna for your energy. You scored a 23.4. I want to thank Liam. Yo, you got a 24.6. I want to thank Jojo, 25.8. And the winner of this evening, Slamtastic, is Natalia, scored a 28.8 out of 30. So congratulations for that. The check is in the mail.
Okay. I mean, thank you.
But look, I want to tell all of my other poets, definitely come back, because it's this is going to be a every other week event. So our next one is going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be, I don't have the date in front of me, but it's going to be Friday after next. So get your stuff tight. Start working on it. Do push-ups on your tongue and all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks for Slamtastic. All right. Thanks again to our judges. Shout out to Mazi Mutafa for square pushing. And yeah, much love, y'all. See you soon.
My name is Jakia Hall, and I am the Academy Manager and the Fashion Design Teacher. I've always been creative on my own, but being able to actually express it through a medium and being able to showcase to others the type of creativity I had probably helped me in the best way in terms of confidence. I've always been passionate about keeping the youth in the arts. It wasn't really an outlet when I was younger. Being able to showcase that to younger students who at a time may not have someone that is telling them that being an artist is a real career, and also being a Black woman, of course. Being able to be that figure for them and let them know that if I can do it, you can do it, if not better. That's why I'm at Words, Beats, and Life. Enroll in my fashion design class today at wblinc.org/academy.